See you in the morning. You in the morning. Oh, I was live. Y'all got to hear my vocals or whatnot.
And did. I'm like, oh, the singing.
I didn't know it was live. Was I fussing at the kids on
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to. Okay, great. Absolutely. I was not fussing at the kids, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. So hopefully you all got the message, you all got the motivation, and it's time to work. So what I want to do, and I'm going to turn on the sound here just in case anybody's coming into the room. All right. So usually during our Fridays, we're gonna be doing something with Coach Chrissy where she's actually showing you how to craft for cash, like what you can be doing with your craft to make money. So my craft to cash, and actually something that Coach Chrissy does is to coach for cash. All right. So I want to get to a point where you're taking the things that you're crafting for cash, and you're understanding how that same skill could be used to build people and to build income. All right. So, and y'all don't be shy with me. Y'all already know. Go ahead, turn these cameras on. Turn the cameras on. This is our time. I want to give you all a little bit of like real live coaching on coaching. And this is something I don't even do in the Shopify Accelerator. This is something I only do in Inner Circle. So you all are getting a piece of that tonight. So please understand. This is a once in a blue moon type of opportunity, so please take advantage. Like, be vocal if you've never been vocal before. Be inquisitive, ask questions. If you don't want to never raise your hand and ask questions, be the one to ask questions tonight, because this is an opportunity for you to explore something that that is probably the most lucrative thing I have ever stumbled upon. And I've been teaching since I was a little girl. Like, literally, I was a mentor teaching people their ABCs. I would teach people Photoshop. I taught the kids in engineering school, and I would say the kids, but they're in master's level. I was teaching engineering concepts, and I had no background in engineering. So some of us are real deal, love to help people, love to see other people accelerated, and that is our gift, and we need to be exploring that gift. So I'm going to ask you in the chat right now first, because then I'll call on y'all from the chat. In the chat, what do you feel is a transformation that you can help others achieve? And we talked a little bit about this earlier. So the transformation could be, hey, everybody put off paperwork. I'm a killer. I'm a beast at helping paperwork efficiently get done, getting it in there so you can get out your own way. I am phenomenal with helping people with Photoshop. I'm crazy good at helping people like that want to learn how to bake, or that want to learn how to speak in public. Whatever it is that you do, that you know that you got a transformation number one for yourself. That's all you have to have. That's the only criteria. I want y'all to know this. You don't have to have helped anybody else do it yet. But when you sit back and people say, how did you, or can you help? Can you help? How did you? Those are the magic phrases that let you know what? Rubs hands like Birdman. I got a little talent over here I'm sitting on that I could probably make some money on. Okay. So in the chat, let me know what it is that you have. And you don't even have to call it a superpower at this point, because I think sometimes we put so much emphasis on it that we're kind of scared to say that's what we do, because then we think people expect us to be perfect or the best at that thing, and that's not the case. Okay, so Tamika, all right, Tamika, go ahead, unmute your mic, love.
So I'm driving, so that's why I'm not on video. But Shannon, tonight when you were speaking, it touched me, because I get excited when people are, well, what do I need to do? And I just go all in, provide links and details, with just my life experiences and the things that I've been through, and with different businesses, and even with, watching my mom. I mean, she started with Amway, Mary Kay, and just things like that, and helping people organize. And I do it. I don't expect any fees. I don't ask for anything. It's,
Mm,
oh, is that what you're interested in? Okay, well, let me share with you what you need to do. You need to do X, Y, Z. Here's a link. Here's a link. Go get your EIN.
mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with DUNS? Do you know about that? Do you know how to search to see if the name is already taken, if it's available? That drives me on the business aspect. Now, with sublimation and doing creations,
Mm-hmm.
I may drag my feet a little bit. I enjoy doing it. But when people ask me how I did what I did to get my business, that is what ignites my fire.
Okay. And you know what's so crazy? That 90% of us in this room, that is what we dread. Let me ask us this question. I'm actually going to look out on YouTube on this side because I need some confirmation here. I need some confirmation from the YouTube side. How many of us will sit here? We will make a t-shirt we don't even need to make. We will make a design we don't even need to make before we fill out that important paperwork that we know we need to do. If that's you, give me a 1. If that is you, give me a 1. If the mere thought of filling out some paperwork gives us anxiety, makes us not want to do it, makes us want to take a nap. That's what I do when I get overwhelmed. I have to take naps. So, or it makes you, some of us, it makes you lose sleep. Like you can't sleep because you know all the stuff you have to do. If that's you, give me 1. I got ones right here in the Craft to Quit group, in the Platinum VIP group. I'm getting one. I'm sure I'm going to get some ones on the YouTube side because, they're a little delayed. It's a little 15-second delay over there. So, and Tamika, I got a chance to experience your energy in person when we did the mastermind here, the hands-on mastermind here in Jacksonville. I have to say, where's your video? I'm just realizing, where's your video?
Well, that's me. I'm driving. It's dark and my hair's not.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Pass. Definitely you get a pass for driving, and not zooming while you drive. Listen, so I have to tell you that your presence alone is a gift. Number 1. Number 2, the fact that you actually get excited about something that the majority of us loathe. That's a winning combination. Okay.
Yeah, I get excited. Like you said, seeing people win. It's like, what? You got a business? You want a business? Well, here's what you need to get started. That drives me. That really drives me.
So let me ask you this: what type of transformation have you already gotten in other people? Have they gotten their business started? Did they get business credit? What have they gone on to do with the information and the help that you provided? What is their transformation? What is their outcome?
So I have to. I used to work with a young lady. She actually quit her job with a Fortune 500. She does hair. So I was asking her, okay, well, what's the name of your business?
Mm-hmm.
I helped her create that. Do you have all of your paperwork together? She's like, no. So I helped her with all of that. She is on, she's exceeded her, well, she posts content almost every day. She has been able to now, what is it with TikTok? You have so many followers and you can go live, and she's really out there, and I'm proud of her. That's one person. So she did all her paperwork. The other person, I think I told you before, I jumped double dutch, and I'm in a sub club, and one of the young ladies, she started her travel agent business, and she was like, the information that I gave her, I was supposed to be doing. But I'm like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And and then she came in, she was like, Tamika, where's your information? Because I got this, and I have these followers, and this is what I got. And I'm ready to send people your business, because I made a shirt for her. She wanted a shirt for her birthday. I made a shirt for her, and they're like, well, need your website because people are asking me about your shirt. So she exceeded me in getting social media content. But I was so excited telling her, this is what you need to do.
So can I tell you what that is for you?
What is that?
It's leverage. Okay. This is exactly leverage. You just told me about 2 people who have built audiences who are raving about what you've done for them. You don't have an audience yet, correct?
Correct. Yes. You're right. Yes.
So if you just had your website together and went ahead and just started your social media, just started, You have two testimonials right there that you could put those testimonials on your Google, on your Facebook business page, and you could take that same video, put it on your Instagram as testimonials, and put this on your website. I'm hearing what you just did for two people that have audiences, and you're excited about what you've done, and you want to continue to do this. Sounds like you almost don't even want to make the shirts. You want to help people make their businesses legit.
Yeah, it's like I want to make the shirts to help them with their business. If that makes any sense. It's
so
like,
here's the crossroads here.
Okay.
You help people legitimize their business and grow their brand. And you don't have to do it in a marketing sense because that's not your strength yet, right? What you're doing is you're saying, hey, where's your, like, just like when y'all came to the mastermind, hey, where's your logo? After today, I better not ever see you without your logo, right? That was the commandment we made. So this is one thing that you can help them with, branding themselves. But on the greater side of that, everybody thinks it starts with a t-shirt with the logo on it. But no, it really starts with that paperwork that you need to put in before you even play with this logo. Right? So you have a way to marry those two. Right now, you have a very unique position and a unique opportunity. And everything about business is positioning. Everything about business is positioning, because positioning is how you create the opportunity. You don't wait for the opportunity, you create the opportunity, and you make sure that you are ready. Basically, you're prepared, because that's what success is. Opportunity means preparation, right? You got the opportunity, you are prepared, it's time to go. That's it. Okay, so I will be seeing, I'm not even going to ask you when, because it's in the motion. It's going on right now. I will be seeing you offer services on your website. I need to see 2 listings. One for like a where's your brand? Where is it? I'm looking at you right now. How do I know that you're a plumber? How do I know that you do custom graphics? How do I know what you do? That's where you're going to offer, hey, I can help you brand your business. Now we're building a business to business type of relationship. You can charge for that, baby. You don't have to worry about selling a $20 t-shirt for stank birthday. Okay.
Right. It's funny that you should say that. I'm having an aha moment, because I'm in a Facebook local group and where people are asking, hey, can anyone do X, Y, and Z? And then people are like, yeah, I can. So what you just said is, okay, well, where's your business? Where's your brand? What's your brand? I can tap into
you have your website up, Tamika?
The Shopify, I do. After the last guest, I do.
Okay, good. So all I need to see when I go to your page, because your avatar now is not just somebody who wants to make shirts, because that's not where your passion is. You might still make the shirts for the birthdays and everything. Let's focus on the businesses, okay? That's what I want you to do. Focus on the business, the bulk impact. So your top 2 lists, if you have 3 things going across the top, the first thing I want to see is, yes, you can brand the t-shirts, because that's how you get them in. You get them in with, I can put your business on a shirt, and maybe your image says your business here, right? And it like has a little arrow that shows your business here. Show a t-shirt that has the business logo on it, right? You could still have the custom event birthday shirt, whatever it is, as your third product, because you still probably want to get those customers. Your second product is, here is my set up your business with you package. Okay. The reason why you want to do a done with you package right now is because you want to get the experience in right now so that you can show people that they can get the result. And here's where you start. You start off with the one-on-ones. You're helping them, guiding them through it. You're getting the results. After you get about 5 to 10 people results and you have those testimonials, now you stop doing one-on-ones and you do group coaching. Okay. You do your group coaching. You say, hey, I'm going to host a class every Tuesday night, and y'all are going to come and we are going to work through this paperwork together. Now you get 10 people in a session instead of a one-on-one. You can charge the same price and you earn more.
Right. Wow.
You're scaling. Then you record that session and you say, oh, if you can't afford to come to my intimate sessions, my basically my one-on-one sessions, then I have a recorded version of this course. You can do it yourself at your own pace. And now that's a $97 course. But when you come to my live courses, it might be $9.97, because you're getting my real time. Like you all right here, right now, you're getting my real time. It's more valuable than you watching the recording. No offense to the people on the YouTube side, but it's more valuable in this room because you're getting my advice right now, right?
Right. Right.
I'm showing y'all better than I can tell you. I would rather show you this experience than, and this is why I'm showing everybody on YouTube too, because I want them to know too that this is how you build. You have to have a product ascension model. How do people start off with you, and then how do they elevate with you? Because if all you do is you elevate, you making money off of everybody, and then all you're gonna have is people on the bottom talking about what she talking about. She a millionaire, but I ain't seen no millionaires come from her yet.
Yeah, that's not a good
That's
way.
not how you're going to be. You're going to
No.
grow people with you. And as you grow people with you, you're going to continue to develop your community, because that's what we're all doing. We're all making tribes here. We're all developing people's confidence in us. And then they're borrowing our confidence in them until they have that confidence for themselves. And that's contagious. That confidence and that competence is contagious. And that's what you're going to be doing. Okay.
Okay.
You got it, Tamika. You got your mission. 3 products.
So let me ask you, is this being recorded so I can go back, because I'm in the car and I didn't have.
And
okay,
it's recorded, and it's in the it'll be in the craft to quit portion. Okay.
Okay.
It'll disappear off of YouTube, but it'll be in the craft to quit program. Okay.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Shanon. I so appreciate
You're welcome. Okay. So Jamie, you're up next, love. Go ahead and unmute.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, Jamie. Okay, tell me what it is. What have you, or can you help others get transformation with? I see something here. I want you to say it to me though.
Okay. Well, one thing I started doing was the glitter pens. But last night, after the live, I was talking to one of my sisters, and she has a baseball team. And just talking to her, and she was like, you know what? I could be doing this myself and make me some money. I said, well, you know what? I got an extra heat press. You can have my heat press, and I'll show you all about the DTF. And that way you don't have to worry about none of that. Because she was like, you got too much equipment. I was like, nope, I'm going to show you an easier way. So I'll show you the DTF, and bam, I'll just design it for you. And then you can press it and you can make your money. And then you build your brand.
I love that. I love that. And I can't tell you how many stories of mine started off with me literally giving my time, giving my resources, giving my energy, giving equipment, giving supplies, all of that. But I'm gonna tell you this too. And this is something, now that I say it out loud, I remember my daddy telling me this. And he was like, because I do this for kids all the time, kids in the community. And he was just like, they're gonna break your heart, Shanon. I said, what you mean, Daddy? He was like, they're gonna break your heart because you believe it more than them. You're invested more than they're invested. And not saying that they won't do well, but when you bust your behind to get that heat press, you treat it a little bit different, right? When you invested in this academy and you took your hours and you took your time to like really learn and become like invested in this process, you treat it a little bit different. Let somebody get your login code, like, oh, let me just get your login, and then they don't treat the academy the same. They don't treat the process the same. They don't treat the information the same. So you actually do yourself and your tribe a disservice when you don't charge for what it is that you know. And I know it sounds crazy because I was out there doing the willy-nilly free thing too. But I have gotten so much more transformation, so much more testimonial, so much more impact when I started charging for my time. That's the real. And now that you know you can do it, because I'm giving you permission, you could charge for what you know now, just so you know, because you paid the tuition. You paid with your energy, your time, the lessons that you learned, the money that you've lost along this process. Like, because we done all lost along this process. Those are cost savings for other people, which were losses for us. So we paid the tuition. We have the right to charge. You a PhD in this thing right now. You done paid the cost. So don't let somebody else go to school for free off of what you have paid the cost for, because what happens is how your student loans gonna get paid back. That's the thing. So now that you know that you can help people, because that's the first thing we need to know is, do I have something that's worth, that people want? Do I have something that can help someone get a transformation? You already proven that. Now I do tell people your first testimonials, you're probably gonna have to do some free work to get those testimonials, right? I tell people that because that's how I understood that I was able to help people. Because I would say, you know what, I could do this project. I'll take it on for free. our very first template, if you look on YouTube, was Erica. I did a design for her, and it was a whole story behind it. Like somebody messed her over last minute and left her with a design that just was kind of distasteful for her family member. And I was just like, I got you, but do you mind if I do it on YouTube? I'll do it for free, but this could help other people. And she was like, yeah, do it on YouTube. I'll watch it with you. So I did my very first design, and I made my very first template live off of a free design session I did for someone. Do you know how many times that template has sold? I don't even know. Probably at least 1,000 times at $10, $20. I think I was charging $20 for it. That was my first insight on, hey, wow, people really want to purchase my expertise or my level of help. It doesn't even have to be expertise. It's just that I'm 2 to 3 steps ahead of what somebody else needs. Now, I need y'all to tell me this. We don't even have to be thinking about the same person, but there's somebody in our space and right now that doesn't do work 1/10 of the way that you do work, that is able to sell repeatedly to other people and coach those people and get those people to buy their programs and their courses. Do you think that that you could help people more than that person can? Do you think your genuineness, your intention, and how you want these people to really grow, that you could help them better? You could teach them better design. You could teach them better ethics. You could teach them how not to steal other people's stuff and try to make money off of it. You think you could teach those people better than that person can? Do you? I'm talking to you, Jamie.
Yeah.
If you think that, then you are letting your people down right now. You are letting those people down right now. You are allowing those people to be led by someone. This is how I look at it right now. And I ain't just talking to you, I'm talking to me too. I am letting my people down right now. If I allow somebody else's voice to be larger, that is less equipped to lead. And when I say less equipped to lead, they're leading in a way that's leading people very, very wrong, very, very irresponsible, very dangerous, so that they can fatten their pockets and wallets. They don't really care about my people. So what do? I got to step my marketing game up. I had to learn marketing. It was one of the worst things ever I thought I would ever do. Email marketing, but now it's fun. The automations of going with the Shopify, I'm having fun learning and doing that. I developed a whole app to do this stuff because it's the interest now is, how can I help more people? How can I have more impact? So my motivation is in that. So if you are not charging the people, guess who is? The person that's not going to be trying to help your tribe the way that they deserve to be helped. So you do a disservice when you're not putting yourself out there and when you're not charging for your services, just to let you know. Because when you offer for free, guess what they automatically think? It's no value. If somebody was offering, you went to Walmart right now, where you know that everything in there costs something, and they just offered you free loaves of bread, you're like, what's wrong with this bread? Oh, that free bread? Oh, that free bread? Like it could be the Sunbeam brand or whatever. It's not even a great value bread. You're just like, I don't know about that free bread. Nah. Imagine that's how people feel about your services. When it's too cheap or it's free, they don't value it. You deserve to be valued. You are a premium person. You have a premium service. You deserve to charge a premium. I had to learn this for myself. And I want you all to learn this before you go way deep, 20 years into your craft, and realize that you've been premium the whole time. You've been better than your competitors the whole time. Okay, so with what you do, and from what you're telling me, it's bigger than glitter tumblers and pens. This is bigger than that. This is the fact that you can take and you can communicate to people who may be afraid of their craft or may not know where to start. You're literally helping people take the first step. I got an idea for you. First steps. These are people who, and you don't have to be a professional, like at this high level, to teach people their first steps, right? Like these are the baby steps. This is the baby steps to getting into tumblers. This is the baby steps to getting into t-shirt printing. That's what you did. You told her, don't even worry about all this designing right now. Don't even worry about all that. Let me just get you a heat press, put you on this DTF. I'll do your designs right now. And guess what you just created for yourself? A service. But people need you now to create designs because they're not ready to design yet. but they want to make the money, right? You just created an opportunity for yourself. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Shopify store?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Then you can quite literally have a place on there that's like, hey, because people are coming there for your crafts and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can say, hey, are you interested in doing creative crafts? If so, sign up for my class waitlist. When you have them sign up for that class waitlist, ask them, what are you interested in learning? Give them a list of the things that you know how to do. Glitter tumblers and pens, custom design t-shirts. What else do you do? I'm sure everything. Vinyl, right? I see
Yeah,
vinyl behind
vinyl
it,
and
right?
everything. Yes.
So give them that list. And this is for everybody. Everybody could be taking these notes because this is for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that you're getting that information, you don't have the course ready. Telling y'all, willy-nilly is my middle name. You don't have to have a course ready. What you need to do, though, is you need to be good at what you do enough to help somebody. That's what you can't be willy-nilly and no skills. Okay. You can be willy-nilly as long as your skills are on point. That's what I'm telling you. So you have the skills. Now what you want to do is you want to figure out what it is that you want to learn. You see 3 or 4 people on your wait list that want to learn. I want to learn how to cut stuff out on my Cricut. I got this Cricut. I'll never use it. Okay, guess what I have coming up in 2 weeks? A Cricut class, right? 3 people show up because they're interested in your Cricut class. If you don't have any results, do the Cricut class for $20. Hey, I'm going to sit with you and make sure that you get through this task. That's why we have such great results, is because we actually get results in class. We get your transformation. You transform in front of us. What if you went to the gym with your trainer and you lost 10 pounds right there in that session in front of that trainer? You'd be like, I'm coming to this trainer every time. I got a transformation right here. I didn't have to wait 9 months down the road. This is what you could be doing for people as a coach. Immediate transformation. You're immediately building up their confidence. Now they feel like whatever they felt when they accomplished something, they owe it to you. And all you did was help them see the greatness in themselves. You helped shine the light in the mirror for them. But they attribute it to you. So you build on that. And then the next time you may not have to teach a $20 class. Or the next time you may have 10 people show up to that class. So now it's worth your hour's worth of time or 2 hours worth of time. Does that make sense?
It does. I've done it before. I did a glitter tumbler class like right before COVID, and I invited teenagers to come between 12 and 14, and I rented out a space at a community center, and we did glitter tumblers. But I did the epoxy. I didn't let them do the epoxy part, but I did that. But then COVID hit, and I'm like, okay, but I do want to get back into the teaching, something.
Okay,
Like I said,
I have an idea for you. This is something that I did because I'm about the kids too. But let me tell you how I did it for the kids, because I had to learn the hard way. Every time I did things for kids, I started losing money. Just like, when you have kids, they just eat groceries and they just grow up. And, it's just like, well, what do you actually do? Like, what do you contribute? So what I did was I did cheer bowls, but I invited the cheerleaders. I also did this with track uniforms for the track team, because the school would never give the track team a budget. So they had mismatched uniforms for 6 years straight, no uniforms. So I said, okay, what we'll do is I'll do the session for the kids, but the community can come in and learn the craft. So I did back then, y'all remember, this was 2012. I did those clear cups, and you could put vinyl monograms and stuff on the cups. People still doing them now. That's what I was doing back then. So I did a session where I taught them. They came, I taught them how to use the Cricut, how to use the vinyl cutter. They did cups with their names. I charged $50 for that session. They left with a $5 cup and 10-cent worth of vinyl. But what happened was I told them that was going to afford the opportunity for every seat that I sold. That would provide the opportunity for a kid to have a track uniform, because their top was $6. Their bottoms were $8. Matter of fact, I don't know if Walter's on here tonight. Walter, who's in the academy, who helps with the credit and business funding, he was one of my kids. Okay. That's how far this thing goes back. I was one of his mentors back then. He was on the track team. They got a chance to come out and make their track uniforms. It was paid for. And what that did was that that created buzz in the community. That created buzz with the school. Oh, go ahead. They can do uniforms. The kids won their first like state track meet because they had matching uniforms and they thought they were the junk. I'm telling you, like, we made tops, we made shorts, we did socks, we did headbands. When I tell you they were fitted up, they ain't never had this much matching gear on before. They actually won or went to state because of their confidence. So that's what I'm telling you. That's the type of transformation you can have for people. It's not just about what you can help them make money doing. That's a byproduct. If you can actually give somebody a transformation, give them more confidence, give them something that they feel better about for themselves, it will translate into dollars. Absolutely. So even with what you're doing for the kids, if you wanted to do that, find a way to connect it with the community or connect it with something that you can make money from so that it does turn into a bigger impact.
Okay.
Because you could do more for the kids if you got some money, trust me.
Mhm.
I had about 15 kids at my shop one given summer, and it was like I had to make money for the shop just to feed them all. Like I didn't have to pay them, I just had to feed them. So we had to come up with creative strategies to make money as a group, just to make sure everybody could hang out and was fed during the summer. So I know that there's ways to do it. And after that summer, that was my biggest year ever with my brick and mortar store. Why? Because when I tell you those kids went hard in the paint for me, they went to every school event in every sport. Some of them played basketball, football, beta club, whatever they were in. Guess who was bringing them shirt orders in? Those kids. They were standing up front taking the orders. So that was impact, but that impact brought income. It's a byproduct. Okay. So I want to see this. So your thing is, I want to see a course, not even a course, a wait list. Give me a wait list first, okay? A wait list, and then I want you to take a survey with that wait list. When people sign up for that wait list, all they're doing is giving you their email. They're buying this free product. This free product, this is what we call a lead magnet. This free product might be, hey, this is my list of supplies that I do, that I use for crafting. This is where I get my t-shirts from. This is where I get my vinyl from, whatever, right? Make sure if you can get some affiliate links, go and get you some affiliate links. Get some affiliate links from Canva, affiliate links from Photoshop, affiliate link wherever you can get them from, okay? Because every little bit counts. You're giving them that free resource, but now you've collected their email, and then you send them this survey like, hey, I saw that you were interested in learning from me creatively. What are you interested in learning? Let them help you develop your first course, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good
Got
job,
it.
baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Sharon. Let's go. Okay, Sharon, you're up next. Oh, thank you,
Hey,
Jamie. All right. So
I
this
can't
the
turn
last. Huh?
I can't turn my thing on. I'm detangling my hair, so you don't want to see that.
That's okay. I can imagine you in all your beauty, even with your detangling methods right now. It's okay. I'm just closing my eyes and I'm imagining you. Okay, so Sharon. Now I know, Sharon, I have seen you throughout these years as one of my OGs. I know what you're made of. I know how you love to help others. I know that you've been through some things and you still show up. So tell me what it is transformation wise that you can pull out of others.
I think I'm really good at letting people see what they don't see in themselves.
Hmm.
And encouraging them, and it's just so gratifying to see that light bulb go off,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, I really can do this. Or someone will send me something they've done. I'm like, well, you told me you didn't know how to do that, and
Mm-hmm.
they figured it out, and that's really gratifying.
So let me ask you this, Sharon. What are you doing right now? Are you working on your brick and mortar? Is that something that you're still working on, or do you have it up yet? Let me know what the status is of that.
Still kind of working on it. I'm not really, what's the word, I'm working on it. I don't really have a timeline as to when I want to do it, because again, I'm not necessarily opening that up for people to come in. That's going to be just my workspace. so that it's not in my
I
house.
was gonna say, because that's how my cave is right now, and I'm actually getting ready to open it up for my birthday. I'm like it's not really for my birthday because I'm like dragging my feet on it, but I'm opening up my workspace as a maker space for other creatives, not for like the general public to be pulling up on me talking about a t-shirt, but to be a space where I can help creatives train, develop their talents, become coaches, and then basically this is our creative space to do that. I was thinking that could be a path of your, even not, like you said, it's not like an immediate thing I'm talking about, but if your online presence is to where you're helping people, they just say, well, you know what, I would just love to just like apprentice with you, just to learn from you. You could make that like one of your goals and opportunities for people, even if it's a couple of years down the road. It's not the timeline. It's, what do I want my focus to be? How do I want to make a legacy? What path do I want to go down? And if it's not necessarily only creating, because I'll tell you this, I still make stuff to this day. I actually enjoy making stuff. It's just I have to enjoy the people that I'm making it for, because it's not for business anymore. It's more like it's something that I just want to personally see somebody achieve and get done. So where do you see that path? Do you see that path in making the products that you make, or is that path kind of split off in you helping others achieve their creative endeavors?
I think it's probably more of a split, even if I really pursue, because what you've described is really appealing, to have someone apprentice or whatever, watch me work, help me work, whatever that looks like. But I don't think I don't want to ever get to the point where I don't physically make things for other people.
Mhm.
And I don't necessarily mean to make things like I am now, but I always want to make something at some point, because that's another one of those gratification things. I like seeing people's faces or getting the feedback online, like, hey, I really love what you did. Look at the pictures of my family in their shirts. I like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So I don't ever want to get all the way away from that, but opening up my space to somebody else wanting to learn, that is appealing.
Okay, because I just wanted to know if because here's what I like to do. I like to templatize everything. And for me, it's almost like if I learn something one way, I want to know how I can use that in multiple ways. So if I learn Photoshop, I don't want to just know how I can design something for someone. I want to know, can I sell digital designs? Can I sell people on how to make digital designs? Can I use it in more than one way? So if you have that opportunity, that's what I would love for you all to use your creativity. The same skill set can be used to have different streams of income. So one of those streams of income, of course, is you doing your craft, making what makes people happy. Right. And then I'm seeing another part of that as you encouraging, helping, and building others. Now, what I would do at this point in stage is just see where it is that people need help, that they're willing to seek out someone to really help pull them out the mud. Right. So in that case, I would say people like Photoshop is definitely one of those things. If you look for communities that have people that are basically struggling with the same things, that's an easy win, because all you have to do is just help people in those communities. Just help them. Don't even look for anything. I promise y'all, if your main goal is just to help people, the money will find you. You don't have to chase, you will attract. I promise 1000% that's how it goes. That's how y'all are here right now. I promise you, y'all never saw an ad from me asking y'all to buy nothing from me. Like an ad, I don't even know. Well, I'm putting myself out there. My vulnerability is that I have not paid for advertising. I have not gotten into paid marketing and advertising yet. And I say yet because that's my next phase. And once we do that, we in there, we up there. But everything that I've done is organic reach, me really helping people, and the people that I've helped, putting it out there and showing other people. So you can do that right now without a $10,000 Facebook ads budget. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do it naturally anyway. But the thing is, we're not putting ourselves out there on a frequency level to tell God that this is what we really want. If we help somebody, I'll tell you this, I was helping people. Like I said, I would go up to McDonald's, I would help for my little couple of hours on my live. And then after that, I would just be on the computer showing people what I could do. Screenshot of, hey, this is how I did this, or this is what you click on Photoshop. I'm literally spending real time, real help, helping people get results that I'm not even charging for at the time. So if you do it well enough to, number one, get a transformation, and number two, enough to want to do it for free just because you're helping people, then you already have a winning formula. But the key is consistency. And that's for everybody. The key is consistency. When I tell you and I'm gonna tell y'all the good and the bad, even about me. The bad is when I started the academy and I started like having all these courses and juggling all these responsibilities, I stopped going into groups and helping people. I stopped because I was so tied up. But guess what also stopped? My YouTube growth. Like it slowed down significantly. So the consistency is really key there. But I mean, now I have a different way of doing that because I have other people in the community who are able to go out and help people. So really and truly, I've cloned myself. That was my main goal. Like, if I could just have a clone of me, and then I have so many clones of me that are able to help people, so many clones of me that are able to do the level of work that I can do. I promise y'all are doing stuff that took me 20 years to make this stuff look this good. And y'all are like flipping it out like that and helping other people do it. So that's my brag. My brag is that my community is lit. I ain't even got to make shirts anymore. My community is it and lit. Y'all are doing it. And I think you could do the very same thing. You just have to be, if you really want to coach, you have to be consistent. You have to consistently show up for people. You know, the way I created consistency, I'm not a planner. Y'all already see, I come up here willy-nilly on YouTube. Everybody else on YouTube has a schedule. Like 8:00 on Tuesdays, meet me there, don't beat me there, or beat me there, don't meet me there. Like, I'm like, hey, yeah, y'all, I'm about to go live on YouTube in 2 minutes. See ya. I'm not a consistency person with anything but when I say I'm going to teach a class. So I committed to every week making up a class from the beginning of the academy. And every now and then, like, you know, life happens and I may not be able to teach it, but every week I'm pulling a new template out of my head. I'm pulling, and I'm going to say out of my head, but sometimes it was from another location, but it was still great. You know, it's still greatness. And that's what happens when you have a high skill. You can do things that other people think is phenomenal. And you think, I could have did better than that. Because you got the competency up, the consistency is there, their confidence is up. And after that, then you're getting paid for what you love to do. So anybody that says they want to coach, let me see that consistency happen. Let me see you helping people on a regular basis. You can help people you don't have to have your community just yet. I didn't have a community at first. I was helping people in other people's communities. Then I realized I was getting hated on in those communities. And I was like, but wait a minute. I'm the one everybody copying designs off of in your group. And y'all don't like me? All right. I'll go create my own little thing. So you could do that too. But just help people. Help people show up consistently. And that value will be undeniable.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Sharon. Okay, so anybody else want to vote? I'll stay here for one more. If somebody want to step up and say something right now, because I don't see anything in the chat. Anybody else want some coaching on coaching tonight? Najla, you told me you ready to coach. Van Teresa, you told me you ready. Ava, I think you said something too. What's up? Y'all got.
Okay, I'll go. I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
Come on, Van Teresa.
Let me turn this turn it off. I'm not even watching it. Okay, because I just don't know where to start because I'm in transition in my life as well, you know. So and people come to me with all kind of things and I help with everything. So I don't know what one thing is,
Mhm.
that, you know, I'm always talking, I'm always helping. Like the other lady, I'm out giving things away to help them start, you
Mhm.
know, and so I'm I'm really at a loss. I don't have my community. I'm
Mhm.
just, you know, putting myself out there full time, but I can help. I promise I can help with anything. I just don't know where to narrow it down.
Okay, that's perfect. So you and Najee right here, y'all in the same boat, and I'm loving it. So can I tell y'all right now that this is the beauty of group coaching? If y'all were in one-on-one sessions with me, y'all have the same holdbacks, the same type of things that you could be helped with. But when I tell you, when you get into group coaching versus one-on-ones, you're able to have more impact, help more people, because you're not repeating the same information. Like, all right, Najla, well, I just told Van Teresa this, but here you go for you. Like, you're actually able to help people, and the things that are resonating with one is resonating with somebody else. Right. So I want you to see what's happening here. I'm literally talking you through what it is that I do and how I make money, and giving you all the things that nobody else tells y'all. Like when they're selling, they don't teach you to sell. While I'm selling, I'm teaching you to sell. So the idea here is that you can help people, but you need clarity on what it is that would specifically be able to help people, so that you can at least target right now. Because they say that if your customer is everybody, then your customer is no one, because you won't be able to reach anyone, because they'll be like, oh, who's she talking to? That just flew over all of our heads, because it was not thrown directly at me, right? So let's figure out who specifically you can help in a way that that they're going to be impressed. They're going to be shocked even by the transformation that they make for themselves. Now, has there been anyone yet, and it could be in different things, has there been anyone yet that's like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that I just did this with you. You know how long I've been trying to do this? Has anybody given you that type of response?
Yes.
In
It's been
what area? What was the thing you were helping them with?
really, it was just something in life that they were dealing with that I had already experienced. I get that a lot as well.
So it sounds like that then, Teresa, almost has nothing to do with even the crafting and the business side of things. It sounds like that has to deal with a place of, and I'm just guessing, it sounds like that has to deal with the place of coping, overcoming, dealing with obstacles, overcoming those obstacles, and not just standing, but being there to be committed to overcoming and persevering.
Yes, because people will tend to come to me and say they think my life is perfect, but it's not. I just maneuver in a way that they don't know that I'm going through what I'm going through. Unless you're close to me and I let you know, actually tell you everything. My house could be on fire, but you wouldn't know it.
And let me ask you this, Van Teresa, does it do something for you? Even though you might be in the chaos, does it help calm you when you can help somebody else through their chaos?
Oh no, I become very excited. I'll stay up all night with them, you know, and helping them and no sleep. I mean, I
sounds
really
like
to
passion. That sounds like passion, Van Teresa. It sounds like passion, and purpose is because God gave you something that you may not have ever quantified as being like something that you could charge for to help people. So I would even venture to say that there are people here now who, and I was just talking about this earlier, as creatives, we go through some things. We go through some of the darkest things because we are empaths, because we are very mindful of others, because we are very creative and very open, and we may be introverts, so we may not be expressive, but we love expression, right? Express. What is it? Expressive creations. So we love it. We love the expressiveness of our craft, but maybe we don't voice ourselves. So what you're telling me is that you have a way of helping people not just cope with what it is that they're dealing with, but actually feel good about what it is that they're doing. And maybe a part of that is through creativity. A part of that might be through some of the things that you do to make you fulfilled, right? But in your transformation, you tell me where do you usually find those people? Are they in these creative realms or outside of these creative realms?
Both. That's why it's difficult to narrow it down, because it's both.
Okay. So if you gave me a ratio, if you said like out of 10 people, how many of them come from the creative realm and how many come from the non-creative realm?
Be equal, 5
Okay.
and 5.
Okay.
Because I mean, I like it. I mean, as long as I can see them smile, whether I make do an epoxy cup or show them how to work design space or talk to them about their kids, you know, whatever, and they get a smile on their face at the end, I'm excited.
So it sounds to me like if you were able to turn this into a formal event, and I'm talking event because, you know, my events are mostly online. I very rarely do like physical events, but a formal event could be a digital event, because y'all know I'm all about that digital money. Like if we can make money without having to put on no clothes, like I tell you, this is basically pajamas for me. This is around the house. Like I wear a t-shirt and bikie shorts, and a dress is just a big old t-shirt. That's the reason why I started making dresses, because it looked like I actually put clothes on for the day, but it's just a big t-shirt. Okay. So that's my thing. If I can wear bikie shorts and bikie shorts and t-shirts or these dresses all day, I'm happy. I don't have to leave nowhere. You could do this without having to leave your home. Okay. You could have craft therapy sessions.
Wow. Never.
Craft
Okay.
therapy sessions.
I'm listening. I'm listening now.
On a Saturday or a Sunday, listen, it don't have to be a paint and sip kind of thing, but that's basically what painting and sipping is. It's taking our mind somewhere creatively while we do an event together. But really, people are there to heal. So it might be craft and heal, right? And the whole point, you're not claiming to be nobody's psychiatrist or no psychologist. You're not writing no prescriptions. The things that you're doing is you're saying, I know we're all here to create and heal. So let's talk let's talk it out while we work it out. Then you get the best of both worlds. You can't do that. Your 50-50 split, you would be focusing on the crafting side of things, but you know those crafters, they'll buy some stuff now. They're going to go buy some things from Michael's. Matter of fact, half of the time as crafters, we're buying too much stuff. And we do retail therapy type of stuff, right? Let's say instead of retail therapy, let's come over here and let's make something with the stuff that you purchased. And let's do some crafting therapy. Let's do it. Talk about the things we done been through, the things that we've seen, the things that we've overcome. Let's show God that we are utmost grateful and have gratitude for those things, because they now gave us those things that we've been through, has prepared us for the things that we're facing now. How could we have ever been prepared for any of the things that we've accomplished if we were silver spoon fed and didn't go through these things? So now we get a chance to appreciate those experiences because we have a different preparation for life.
I like it.
I like it too. Look, Ava says craft and heal because it's there. It is, and most of us create because we craft. Like we feel that. Oh, Ava, let Ava in. I did see she was sitting there on the outside. She was kicked out. We are creating because it is our therapy. Sometimes we just don't know that. We don't know that until we can't create. Like if we're restricted from creating, let me tell you, any day that I'm checking emails all day, or I'm doing paperwork and a whole bunch of BS and I don't get to create or be creative, oh, I am moody. And I know what it is because I didn't get a chance to create for the day. Right? So you might be that safe space where people can come and create. And I would start that up. And you talk about a community. You know how that community would look? Just start it small. Start it small. Start with the few people that you already know who've asked you for help. And then the thing about it is, like, y'all are here right now with your faces on camera. And I know for a fact, everybody here, including myself, is an introvert. Let me go in a room where it's not other creative people and crafters and my tribe. Child, I'm looking mad.
In the corner, sitting in the corner.
Arm folded. You ready to go? You all right? I'm fine. Why? Because you look like, yeah, my feet hurt. I'm ready to go. Like I'm fine. I mean, everybody here is cool, but y'all ain't my people. It's music blaring and I'm not dancing and it's not my vibe. It's not my tribe. But with my tribe, I put on my cape for my people. And I think that's where we all can find that strength in helping others. That's where we come from. That's where we want to be. That's where we're most comfortable. So, and Teresa, I see that all like in the way that you smile when you make other people smile, when you talk about making other people smile, that's your happy place. and that very well may be your healing.
I think so.
I
never thought of it until now.
I saw how you smile when you was like, yeah, I make them smile and I give them a tumbler. Like even with the tumbler, you making them smile. It's making you smile. Look, you can't even stop the smile right now. That's it. That's your passion. That's your purpose. I love it. I want to see it. Now, you know what?
It's in my brain. It's in my brain. I get
I'm going to be watching y'all because I'm going to have some opportunities open up. I'm going to see, especially in my Crafts to Quit program, I'm going to see if y'all are putting your stuff together. If you got it started, I'm giving y'all advice right now. Hopefully I'm not wasting my breath and it's recorded. So we got some timeline on it. See what you put together. I want to see it. And then I may be inviting you to come teach a class. I may be inviting you to come, prepare something to put in front of an audience that's already ready for you. We have an audience of thousands of people that if you could just get 5 of those people in a room right now, you can make an impact. Right? But let me see you work. Show me better than you could tell me. Let's see it. And Najla, I'm gonna let you go because like I said that Teresa was gonna be last, but Najla, you got quiet on me. But I know you have so much in you. I have been watching you help people like come out of like I don't even know, like before I could even think of getting to the answer, like you're there, you're helping people. So I see, and from what you're telling me that your issue is that you can help with so many things, you don't know where to help or where the help will be most useful or beneficial, right? Okay, so talk to me and tell me same thing I asked Teresa. What has someone said to you or conveyed to you, like, you know what, oh my gosh, like you are just a godsend. I remember people used to tell me stuff like, especially my 60-year-old Photoshop one-on-ones, they would be like, you know what, Shannon, you have the patience of Job. Like, I don't know anybody else that is designed to do this the way that you are. And I'm just like, oh, really? Okay, would you mind saying that on the testimonial? Like, I didn't even ask for testimonials back then, but, basically y'all do that part, ask for the testimonials. But what has someone said that to you about? Because if they say it out loud, it's a huge compliment. Because most people will show you that they feel it a little bit, but if they actually say it to you, it's a huge compliment.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Teresa was saying. Like most of my stuff, I get a lot of feedback from mentorship from with my job, being in the military with sailors, especially junior sailors, and feedback like giving them information they wish somebody like almost freely giving too much information.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes like not what they ask for. But like recently just trying to help people with Google My Business. Sometimes it's just, a simple thank you or I was stuck and it's just like, oh, let me take a look. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then that's it. I don't really look for that. And I kind of like how you said, you never ask for Google reviews. I never asked for any feedback or praise. It's just like, oh, you got to figure it out. Okay. And then if I never talk to the person again, it's just like then one day they'll randomly hit me up and ask for help. And it's like, okay, here's everything you need. And then they just go on about their day. And I just don't think anything of it, so.
Well, let me ask you this. Has any of that help been anything that you've actually paid to learn?
Like today, literally, I spent with Alicia Milan. She's an N8 sister, and she's been helping me. And we sat down together, and she pointed out something that I didn't have set up with my business, and went with me. And we spent probably about 4 hours together today, And like I've given somebody my time like that too. So it's just a lot of information that I've gotten from people, like having an issue with a customer. Coach Christy was there to talk to. So it's just like there's a lot of tools. It's almost so much information that NA Academy gives you. It's almost like, oh, let me do this. And then it's like, okay, I'm working on this. Like literally as I'm sitting here, I'm working on my website while listening, but also trying to jot down notes that you're giving Dame Teresa and Tamika and Sharon. So it's like, you know, it's just so much that you bless us with that sometimes it's overwhelming to like, okay, let's sit down and focus on one thing. Like now I'm trying to find my niche in my client from what you advised me to do like 2 weeks ago to kind of, okay, now I'm trying to clean up my website to do the funnel on that. So, you know, I'm kind of more so absorbing everything. And then if I'm able to figure something out and somebody's stuck, you know, it's like, oh, okay, if I know the answer, I'll give it.
And I've noticed you are an executor as well. Like you don't sit on information. Like when you learn it, you do it. That is also opposite of most of us on the creative end. Like most of us on the creative side, we know what we're supposed to be doing, but we just don't do that thing. Like, look, I know I'm supposed to be setting up this Google My Business. I know I'm supposed to be like really and truly. I'm gonna get in trouble with City, who's my brand strategist, because she's sitting here waiting on me to put together my email funnel. Like we did it together. And all I got to do is put it in my automation system, put it in my app, put it in the app, Shannon. Just let me look over it once you put it in the app. And it's like, oh, I did some AI today. I started a free class for Photoshop on Saturday. She's like, first of all, she was impressed. She's like, wait a minute, you got 100 people to sign up for a free class? Like, first of all, where did this free class come from? We didn't talk about setting up this free class. That wasn't part of the development. I was like, well, people needed somewhere to come. And I was like, so I just made it up. She was like, Shannon, I'm very impressed that you got people to a free class. What are you doing with the information? What funnel did you put them in? Did you have the email sequence built out so that you can nurture these people? I was like, no, but she was impressed that I can get 100 people in one day to sign up for a class, because that's what happened. But the idea is that sometimes we need the coach to, number one, help us see where we can do better. Because honestly, if somebody complains to you or somebody's disappointed in you, it's a huge compliment because they believe you can do better, right? So I'm telling you, I know for a fact you can do so much. I've seen you do it. So if what you can do is literally take the information that you're taking in because you're an executor and help people get on and execute, that's a skill. Because you're helping them like create and not wait, right? Because that's what we're good at. We're good at procrastination over here on this creative side. You are a very rare form of a creative that does not procrastinate when it comes to something you know how to do. And you encourage, this is the ultimate accountability partner. Ultimate accountability partner. So what does that say? I can do all of these things. I can do them well, and I do them in an expeditious manner. Accountability coach.
You got your checklist. My own stuff.
oh, but that's a given. That's a given. I helped y'all the other night. Then we in the accelerator, in the Shopify accelerator, I helped y'all upload y'all first funnel, right? Ask me why I didn't do the same thing, and I pay a coach very handsomely monthly to tell me to do that and to show me how to do that. Yeah. How help y'all do it? If I'm helping somebody, I put on the cape. When it's for me, it's like, I could suffer a little more. It's okay. But when it's for my tribe, I'm going to come through. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to make a way. I'm going to create a space for it to happen. But that's why we can be very successful in this space, because when we're helping others, that's our fulfillment. That's our goal. So if that's where you do your best, then guess what? I can't be teaching y'all about Shopify and I don't have my stuff together. I can't teach y'all about funnels and I don't know how to build a funnel. So it makes me better as a teacher because I have to teach at a faster rate. I have to learn at a faster rate than I teach. That's all of us. we're not gonna get out here and have egg on our face. We're gonna look good doing what we're doing. Even if I look crazy, my work is gonna be on point. My work is gonna look good. And
Right.
your perception of me is going to be great because you want to, like, you want to continue working with me because of the level of work that I'm helping you to achieve. So I got to work a little faster, a little harder so that I can help you achieve more. And then that's going to make me feel good. Much better than me doing my stuff that I know I'm supposed to be doing. But I am going to do my stuff. City, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, but I'm going to get my stuff done tonight before I go to bed, even though it's my birthday at midnight, but I'm going to get it done. It is not going to be an April Fool's joke. I'm actually going to get it done. Okay. So sometimes she'll be watching me. She'll be like, yeah, Shanon, I love that you did that, but where's your funnel? All right. So I told y'all this year is my year of learning marketing. So I have several coaches that teach me. I have digital marketing. I have, and I'll tell y'all my mentors so y'all can follow them too. Nehemiah Davis is his name, but Neo Deviso on Instagram is my digital marketing coach. He helped me get my first $24,000 a day. Anyways, it was crazy. But that was my coach for that. I have Myron Golden, who's another one of my mentors. He helps us to understand selling from the stage, communication. He's the one that taught me those 4 levels of value that I tell you about. I have my own way of communicating it with y'all, but that, manual to management, to using your mouth to communicate, to using your mind to innovate, like that's what I learned from Myron. A lot of other things, but that's one of my mentors. I now have a mentor with, I told you brand development that's helping me with this email. I didn't know what these funnels were. I was just naturally funneling stuff like, hey, you learned this, great, let me push you over here to that. But I had no formal system. So I have coaches. I want you to know that whatever I pay my coaches for handsomely, I have a coach that was helping me to, still is helping me to develop this app. I pay that coach $10,000 to teach me how to help develop this app so that it's useful for our Shopify store. So that's why I have no problem charging $10,000 for a service that I know is going to help you in a way that I had to develop this method. They're not even helping me in the ways that I'm helping you. I'm directly helping you. They're just helping me learn how to do functions. So if you could do that, if you could take what you've invested and you can help somebody 10x what they're doing based on your investment, no, it shouldn't be free. Now, you can give people access to some of you for free. But when you're actually providing that close help, you need to be charging for that. Do it for free so that you get your testimonials, because that's not free. You help somebody, you get a testimonial, they're giving you their time and energy as well. After those testimonials, you have what you need to rock. Okay. So Naja, you have anything else for me? I have an idea for you. And I want to see where you go with this. You know what? I have a challenge. Everybody in this room right now, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity. Ava, come on and tap in with me real quick. Let me know because before I give this opportunity, I want to see what you got for me.
Okay, here I am.
Okay.
So people always pretty much hit me up for advice. Like, what do you think about this? Or how does this look? Like I get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fine arts major, like all of that. Instructional design.
Ava, so you slipping on these skills over here. A fine arts major and what else?
And a master in instructional design. So I
okay.
like to teach. I just like to teach, put it together and help people. And so like everyone else, just can't narrow it down or see myself in that aspect like a coach, but I love to help people and it's just what I do.
Okay, well, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put my craft to quit to work on Sunday. So Sunday, we're doing our fun day. All right. I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to coach live with me. Or just to show it, you don't have to coach per se. I just want you to do what you do live. So that means you have 24 hours to prepare something for me, okay? This is going to be fun. I love making up stuff. If y'all don't know, Willy Nilly is my middle name. Shanon, Dr. Shanon Willy Nilly Wooden. Okay, so I would love to see this. So we're going to do like an all-day marathon. We're not going to do 24 adventures. I think you were there last year. We did this. Sharon, you might have been there. I think you were there too. Last year we did this. So we're not going to do 24 hours this time, but we're going to start, I think 10 a.m. We're going to check in, but we're going to go live from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Sunday. What else we have going on Sunday? Oh, this is just before the challenge. So you got the challenge on Monday. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a template flip off. Okay. The flip off is basically everybody will get the same template, and then we'll have a theme, and then everybody will basically work their own thing on their side. So we'll do a template flip off. That's going to be a chance to showcase. I want to see a segment. Van Teresa. So I'm giving you homework right now. I'm just making this up, but just trust that my made up is, is just as good as somebody else's planned for months at a time. Okay, so I want to see a segment of, I want you to come up with a title for it too, where it's like craft therapy. Okay, and you can use the word craft therapy if you want, but I want you to come up with something that you're going to do. You're going to craft with people watching, and then you're going to have a topic. What's our topic for this thing? I want you to come up with what that topic's going to be. It could be grieving loss. It could be like what happens when you're in debt because of your craft. We came up with a lot of topics today, but I know you'll be able to come up with something. And I want that to be your topic. And then what we'll do is we'll have other people, so you won't be by yourself. Okay. We'll have a panel come on with you. All right. So we'll have some of our fellow creatives from the coaches in the Craft to Quit program will be in the round table with you, and we'll have a discussion about that. What's going to happen is you all are getting real-time understanding of whether what you want to do is validated. We're getting real deal social proof. So for your segment, if everybody's like, oh my gosh, this was so helpful, you don't even know, like I think about this kind of stuff all the time and I never have anybody to talk to about it because they don't understand. If you get that type of reaction, guess what? You got something. You got a little social proof. You got something cooking, right? So every one of you is going to have an opportunity to come to the forefront and show me what it is that you feel the community needs. Okay. So Jamie, if you want to showcase DTF, or you want to showcase the glitter tumblers, whatever it is that you do, you're getting an opportunity to do it real time with a real audience. And I will tell you, we got one of the best audiences out there. I don't care if it's 2 people live, one person's going to purchase whatever we selling because they love the community this much. And then we have a very supportive community. I love that. Ann says grieving, depression, coping with stress. Yes. So we'll have a time slide. And that time slot, I'll say, hey, Van Teresa's going to come do her segment here. I'm going to create a little telegram. So we'll be able to communicate in the back end. Hey, whoever wants to come on for this segment where we're doing therapeutic crafting, whatever you call it, I want you to think about it. And I want it to make you smile, just like you're smiling right now thinking about it. And it's going to make you smile. It's going to make somebody else smile. I promise you that. Okay. Najla, I could see you helping with anything, like really and truly. I see you kind of doing what I do. Right? Like hey, what is it y'all haven't got done yet? Oh, you haven't done a Google My Business? Let's do a Google My Business session. Right? Oh, I would love that. Come on, Najla. You know what it would feel like if we had 100 people on this live and 100 people finally got their Google My Business set up that they've been putting out for 3 years? Do you know what kind of testimonial that would be for you? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do a Google My Business segment. Let's go.
And we can all review each other too. 100 reviews.
And we get instant transformation. Because somebody had 0 stars before, now they got 5 stars. We gonna know what to do with ourselves. Let's go. I love it. So Najla, you got a task. Ava, I want to see like this formal training has got y'all know I'm like, I love school. I love it so much that I did it for 30 something years of my life. But I would love to see how that comes into play as an entrepreneur. right? Because you have both sides of it. You have the formal training and you're an entrepreneur. So give me a little feedback right now in the community. What has been your biggest input that you've seen necessary to people in the community? Has it been like helping them actually making something look visually appealing, or like what is it that you've seen yourself helping?
A lot of times it's kind of design related or DTF. I order DTF, but I don't do it.
Mhm.
But I've seen a lot of people struggle with how do you create a gang sheet, or what else? Just designing and being afraid of Photoshop. Me
Mhm.
too, because a big time frame, I didn't use it at all, but I used it in undergrad in 2007. I think I graduated that. And then just tapping back in after having a family, and it's like, ooh, everything changed, but not really. I still can ride the bike, but
this is good stuff. Y'all giving me juicy stuff, man. We're gonna have a whole we might be up for 24 hours. We're playing with it. So Ava, I would love to see you do a demonstration on gang sheets, because that is something that people struggle with. And it's one of those things, I ain't finna make no video about a gang sheet. People should, they know Photoshop, they know how to put some stuff on there, but they don't know. And then this is also teaching them prep work for DTF. And it's an opportunity to show off your artwork, because as you're gang sheeting your stuff, guess what you're gang sheeting? Your artwork, baby. It's show off time. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
So we've got a task. Jamie, what are you gonna do? Help me figure it out.
I'm gonna do a tumbler. I think I'm gonna do a glitter tumbler.
Let's go. Okay. And I'm telling y'all what's gonna happen. Y'all can be able to give me some testimonies. Y'all gonna say, I was so nervous getting on YouTube. I'd never been on YouTube before until I met Dr. Shanon. And I'm just giving y'all the prompt to your testimonials that y'all gonna give me later. But y'all are gonna be on YouTube. Y'all are gonna be crushing. I don't care if it's your first time ever going live. I promise you, we're gonna make it seem like this is your family, this is your tribe, because it is. This is your community, not just mine. Matter of fact, it's more of y'all's community, because y'all stay in there active more than me. Y'all are keeping this community alive. So now we have the opportunity to get out here and help and teach. So I want to see how this goes. And we'll see from there if I can help you further critique what it is that you could be teaching, develop whatever your course or your curriculum might be, or even we're getting social proof. We'll get to see if people are really excited and want to know what it is to do. Now, Sharon, are you still on here with me? I know you were you're taking your hair out, and Ann, I already got you signed up for Saturdays. But
I'm here.
Okay. And Ann, if you come, you will I think you will be good on the panel too. The panel that Van Treese is doing. I think Ann would do really well on that one. And everybody here would. Najla, you would, coming from the military background. Jamie, Ava, like we all come from these places where we always have these unique experiences. And I say unique because sometimes it'd be some crazy off the wall experiences, but it's this creativity that helped us solve these problems. And if people understood that was their superpower and they saw it in themselves, they saw it in others, I think it would encourage them to stay in their mode of genius, stay in their zone of genius, and continue creating, because that's the lifeblood of humanity, is to create. So I think if we can encourage people to stay in that space, especially with all the craziness that's going on, and it just keeps getting crazier and crazier, and this is our connection, our creative connection, then I think we're going to be doing a bigger and greater service. Because I can't wait for that panel, Van Treese. I think that might be the hottest thing of the whole day. Like, we're gonna have some fun with that. We can even get into some juicy topics. I don't know. That might be the whole day.
I have a passion for this one thing, and it's actually veterans. And I'm seeing right now that there are 3 of us on here. I don't know if there are any more. Naja, me, and Guyane. I don't know if anybody else on here are veterans.
You know what?
So
that could even, I think that could even be a special.
Morticia.
Yeah.
She's that too.
And she's in the Accelerator and the Craft to Quit. I honestly think that could be a cool panel. Ooh, like the creative vets, because nobody expects, like, like the super strong and tough, and you sacrifice all of this for, you know, for us, and then you come over here and you still want to create, you still want to you use the part of your humanity to help people that you did over here in this, like, oh, that's gonna be cool. Let's do a vet panel. Let's do it. I want to see it. I want to see it. All right, so you craft that up, and then I want y'all to talk about like whatever it is that you want to talk about. Like, you craft those questions up, and then you have a round table, and then you can ask your fellow vets like these questions too, because you already know how you feel about these things. But then you look, and over there, yeah, this is gonna be good.
She ready to light me up. I know.
And you know what? The other thing is, I love to see you all, and it's not coming out of your shell; it's getting into your element. I love to see y'all going into your element, and then you just shine, and that light is a resource for other people. And I'm getting tingles right now, just like feeling that, because I know that that's what's going to come out of this experience. So I'm not going to worry about no shyness, none of that. Like, literally, y'all will be putting your capes on. And Ava's a Navy wife. Come on. Are you in the military? If your spouse is in the military, you in the military too. Isn't that what they say? Like, you living it too. So I love this. I never thought to make this kind of niche, but this is a beautiful niche that you're creating right here in front of us. I love it. Okay. All right, creative vets. And was it Sharon? Okay, Sharon's still on.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Sharon, I would love to see you. I know you could do your template flips, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to see you. I definitely want to see you on my template flip 7. Anybody's invited to do the template flip. Anybody that can flip templates. I don't want to put pressure, because it's not always about like you flipping templates. Some people's strength is, like I said, in paperwork, taxes, and that sort of thing, or copywriting. That's a creative craft too. So I definitely want you on that. But tell me something that that you want to show off where you can help.
That's a good question. I don't know. So I'm one of those people that can be kind of all over the place. So wherever somebody needs help, I just do it. I'm not
So
sure.
let me ask you, Sharon, what is something, let's see, of course, like helping with a template. What if I let I let a guest come on and say, hey, who wants a free one-on-one session with the OG? Would you be willing to do that? Like live, do a help session?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I could see you like guiding somebody through the process. And here's the thing that people are shocked by. People are shocked when you're good at what you do and you can help people. Like, you actually have patience, you get people through it. They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. And then they're used to people like being short and angry with them when they're teaching them stuff. But when you can actually show them that you have grace, and you give them grace, and you get them through it, and you help them feel good about it at the end, I think that's where one of your powers lies, Sharon. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see that. Also, how are you with the Automizer?
I'm pretty good with it. I'm actually working in it right now, working on some things. So,
and that's where a lot of people struggle. A lot of people struggle with that. So let's say this, let's not do because I know the Automizer is not a good one-on. How about this? How about you do a teaching session, showing off some work that you're already doing with the Automizer? You want to do that?
I might, man, my computer is not, it doesn't have as much juice as and on the live stream, I don't know if it's gonna work it, you know.
So let's do a regular smart template, because I know the feeling, because my computer is pretty juiced up, and it's still, when I do live stream and Photoshop, it can be an issue. So let's do and I'll actually end up giving the template to somebody and everything, let them download it, prep it, and you walk them through it like you're teaching the class. Just like I do, like y'all know in Photoshop class, I never even open up Photoshop. I just watch y'all screen and help y'all through it. So
That's
then you
fine.
don't
Just let me know which one it is ahead of time so I can look at it so I'm not surprised by something in there.
what's have you done the last class, or was it two? I think I just did 215. What's the last one that you done that you're familiar with? That you're comfortable with?
Pretty much all of them. I can tell you I was in class 215, but I was watching only on that
Okay.
one. So it'd be another one.
I'm about to pull it up on the screen right now, and I want you to tell me which one you want, because then that's the one I will advertise. All right, let's see. Anything graduation? I know you did the magazine one, I remember, right?
I did.
Okay, so that would and that's graduation, so that would get somebody pumped about that. How you feel about that one? 211.
That's a good one. That's
okay,
a good
perfect. So whoever does that tomorrow, and like I said, we're gonna do this like a game show. Like, it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be random. The reason why it's gonna be exciting is because it's random. But what I'll do is I'll give somebody the 211 template for free, and then we'll pick them to come on live once they download it, and you will coach them through the session.
one. Okay.
Okay. I think that's going to be cool. Like, I'm just throwing things out there. And then Tamika, I haven't forgot about you. You over there quiet. You could go ahead and unmute.
And I have been.
Let's go. So Tamika, let's tomorrow, like, okay, so of the paperwork, what are people stalling the most on that you like to help with? Like, you actually get a kick out of that people just like, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was so easy. Like, thank you for helping me through this.
Easy has been, it's free to get an EIN. Yeah, it really is.
Let's go.
Free to get a DUNS. Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
The LLC, that'll cost money, later on down the line. So if you work hard, then you'll pay the cost to get what you need, and the taxes, because the taxes will also be a benefit if you start to purchase in bulk. You'll get those benefits.
So that, I think that right there speaks so much volume, because so many people, and I remember I was one of those people in the very beginning. I was scared to get my sales and use tax, because I was like, oh, well, I don't want to be on the papers and the books and stuff. I'll just, you know how much more money I spent on shirts and substrates because I did not have a tax ID? That's a big deal, and nobody told me that until my dad actually was my first mentor. I have to give him a credit for a lot. Even though I was rolling my eyes at the time, he would tell me stuff. He taught me a lot, and that was one of those things that helped me really save money and understand buying in bulk, even buying overseas stuff. So if that's most people's fear, and that's the reason that's stopping them from progressing with business, I think that would be a tremendous thing to talk about and showcase. Let's do this. Let's offer a session, because I'm trying to think here. We need the state before we do. Well, we need to research state before we do the EIN, because we want to make sure that name is available in the state. So we could actually do we could do both of those things. We could talk about the the Secretary of State. There's a website you can go to for free. I wrote it down. I probably even put it in the Craft Equip, but where for your state, you can see where the Secretary of State is. It just, tells you where you're going to file those articles of organization or whatever it's called for your respective state. That's the stuff that people are afraid of. Are you comfortable talking about that stuff?
I am.
Okay,
because there's benefit to it, and and I like talking benefits. It's like, so did you know?
And that's what that's what you do when you sell. You talk about the benefits, not the features. Let's go. What are the benefits of having this LLC? Let's go.
It pays for itself. Yes.
Okay. So then that way we can talk about what it costs and what the value of it is, because the value is with those benefits built in.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay. So that's your segment. Listen, when I tell y'all how random this is going to be, I'm going to share. I need you all to send me, and I'm going to give you my phone number to my app in the chat. I want you to send me your cell phone number. And if you have a Gmail, send me your Gmail. Because I'm going to send you a schedule and I want you to tell me what blocks you're available during that schedule. And my phone number, y'all text that number with your Gmail. And I guess if you're texting me from that number, I'll have your number. Okay. And then I'm going to add you to my sheet, my Google sheet. So by tomorrow, by noon, go ahead and tell me your blocked off time and then what you're going to talk about. And it, like, if you're available for 6 hours of that block, show 6 hours. So then that way, somebody that's only available for 1 hour, I can go ahead and get them in that hour. And if you're more flexible, I'll let you know. So by tomorrow evening, maybe tomorrow night, I can send everybody a schedule and say, hey, these are our proposed times. Let's just go live. Let's be ready. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah.
Let's go. Did I forget anybody? Judy. You're in here quiet. What you doing, Judy?
Hi.
Where you at? Look, where did my camera go? Judy, you're not on camera?
I am now. Look,
okay.
Now that you call me out.
Okay. I'm looking for my camera right now. Hold on, Judy. I gotta see you. And I don't, my camera disappears whenever I share my screen. It's a Zoom thing. I promise y'all, it's not me, it's Zoom. It's Zoom. Hold on. Oh Lord. Let me just stop sharing my screen so I can see my camera again. There we go. Okay.
Hi.
Anyway. Okay, Judy. Okay. Yeah. So we didn't get a chance to talk. Like, y'all are definitely, you're not getting off the hook. Let me see anybody else in the room. Okay. So Judy, tell me a way that you have seen transformation in somebody by way of you helping them.
How have I seen transformation by me helping someone?
Mm-hmm. And transformation is just a big word for it. Like it's a big word for saying that you've seen a change, you've seen a shift, you've been able to help someone achieve a result.
Well, a fellow friend of mine is a creative. Actually, a couple of them, they reached out to me. Like, I've given them tips and guidance in working through designing. And like, as far as like, they may have a set design, but I can kind of give them a different eye and everything and how to improve it. Sometimes I do that with Eve post things in her group. And then with one of them, I've given her given them training on actually pressing tumblers as well. Okay. So I would love, what, how do you do your tumblers? Do you do them in the press? Do you do them in the oven? What's your method? I have a press.
Okay.
I have an oven too.
I have a press and my still turn out like this, all crazy. And I just don't make tumblers. I'm like, bump it out of here. I'll just make Photoshop files, bump these tumblers. So is that something you feel comfortable demonstrating? Yeah. Is that something you do Sunday?
Sunday?
Sunday, come on.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now if there's something different that you want to like, it's something like, you know what, I think this would be better. Let me know. But because I'm taking the things that you're saying and I'm seeing how we could shift this into an opportunity to help others. And once you start helping others, you will definitely come out and be able to show up more consistently. That's the name of the game. But first, you step out first so that you feel confident. Once you get that confidence, it's all about consistency. And that consistency is what's going to help you build your competence. And that's what's going to take us to the next level of being able to coach. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm excited. All right. So y'all got my phone number. I don't know what's going on over here on the YouTube side because I forgot about my YouTube. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking on y'all YouTube. Come on, YouTube, bitch. Let me make sure y'all still there. All right, so we'll see y'all Sunday. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all show up. You tell everybody to show up here on Sunday. We're going to do a Sunday fun day. I can't wait, y'all. So here's the instructions for you all. Text me your email and I will add you to a Google Sheet. That Google Sheet is going to have a time block. Just color code like and you'll see an example of it already. I want you to color code what time you're available. I'm going to put your name at the top, and then you're going to choose your column and color code your column with whatever time block you're available. If it's only for that 1 hour, cool. But if you're able to be there for more than that, cool. Okay. And then we're going to do, I was not thinking to do this, but listen, y'all got an opportunity. So you just created an opportunity for yourself just by being in the room, just to let y'all know. Just by showing up. 80% of the work is just showing up. Now I can't tell you, I was feeling a little like today. Today was my today. But I showed up. I showed up for my meeting earlier today with my coaches and some of my inner circle. That gave me life. It made me want to like get things rolling and doing things. And I showed up tonight and just showing up gave me the energy and the momentum to move on to the next level. So kudos to you for showing up. I appreciate y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all rock out on Sunday. All right, let's go. Give yourselves a hand. Y'all did phenomenal. I can't wait to see what y'all do on Sunday. Thank you for showing up for yourselves. And thank you for showing up for everybody else that you're going to show up for on Sunday. All right, let's go. Good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Bye, everybody.